Lou Information Station and the Too Many Men on the Mic podcast present the MidStates Club Hockey Association Playoffs. Brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, WashU Medicine Orthopedics, find us stlouishome.com, and by Benet Kelly Insurance. The Lou Information Station. The Lou Information Station and the
From the Maryville University Hockey Center in Chesterfield, Missouri, we have another playoff game coming your way. The MidStates Hockey Playoff Games pregame show is brought to you by Mattingly Lumber. From foundation to finish, house all your home building needs under one roof with Mattingly Lumber. One call, one solution, MattinglyLumber.com. Well, got a fun one on tap tonight. It's the Ladue Rams hosting the Lafayette Lancers. Daniel Enkamp alongside Jacob Stonick, Hunter Mulholland here with us as well. And Jacob, both teams had a good start to their Wickenheiser pool play postseasons, I should say, and two high-scoring offenses. What do you expect from this one?
Well, I think we expect nothing less. I mean, the biggest thing too is that Ladue is without their starting goaltender here tonight. Evan Dredd is out, so it will be Miles Settler in the net. Numbers really aren't favoring either goaltender, but a little bit less on the side for Settler here. He's got a 408 and an 846 throughout the regular season, so it will be interesting for them. I mean, you always want to be that goaltender where your numbers called upon. You want to make a big impact. I think that's what we'll see from Settler tonight, but I think it's going to be kind of a bang-bang kind of play. I mean, it's just going to be I'm not going to say one after another, but I think it'll be a really fun track. And this is a Lafayette team that's really turned around their season. They started off really, really slow, lost a handful of games in a row, didn't get their first win until we had the game again for them against Oakville. So they started off very hot, though. They've ended off the season well, and they got a tie against Lindbergh to end that regular season, and they responded to that with a big 4-3 win over Clayton. And no better way to start your Wickenheiser campaign. But Ladue, I mean, number one seed in this tournament. They have a forward who's scoring over 3.5 points per game right now. Just incredible stuff for Theo Valentine, or Fantine, excuse me, who's just been incredible. 42 points throughout the regular season, 27. And not even just those numbers are insane, but just how he did last game in a 6-1 win that they had over Northwest. It was 4 goals for Valentine. I mean, just incredible stuff. He's the reason why this Ladue team is here. I mean, it's just incredible. All 4 goals in a row to end off. They're already up 2-1. He goes, now I'm gonna finish this off on a tear on my own. He was able to capitalize and make a fantastic win for Ladue. They're an incredible team, 14-6. They have some ups and downs throughout the season, but I mean, they've made it count when it matters most. That's why they're the #1 team here in the whole Wickenheiser Cup.
And I want to add on to those numbers as well. Eric Levinson, a little bit of a quiet season. He is a forward, but his numbers, he had 2 goals and 5 assists, just about 7 points in the regular season. But in that game against Northwest, when they won 6-1, he had 5 assists.
I mean, that's just incredible numbers. All the time, you see those playoff games. Sometimes you get those players that'll just jump out of nowhere, and every now and then those playoffs will just bring out those heroes, bring out those players that have just been needing that extra spark. That's exactly what you get with a kid like Eric Levinson. I mean, clearly he can play the puck around more assists than he does goals, but I mean, clearly showed it last time around. And I think we're just going to see that a lot today. This is going to be 2 teams that know how to pass the puck, know how to shoot the puck. Really, really strong game we have coming up here.
And on the other side, the Lafayette Lancers, Jacob, you mentioned it when we saw them early in the season, about late November, when they faced off against Oakville down in Kennedy. They had a quick start, but they didn't have any wins at that point. And that was, you could arguably say that's where they started turning things around. They finished 10-8-2, which was good for 3rd in the Suburban West. They're 1-0 in the Wickenheiser so far, following their 4-3 win over Clayton. And they had 4 goals that game, but they did give up 3, where Ladue only gave up 1. So I'm curious to see if the defense can play a little more sound against an even higher scoring offense than the Ladue Rams.
Yeah, it'll certainly be really, really close. You got to remember too, though, that this is a Lafayette team. It's a little bit towards the 8 seed. Clayton was the 9 seed, so it's really, really even. So now Lafayette's going to be punching up, like you said. It's pretty much you got to be able to lock down, but it seems like it's always a team that thinks had the down and out kind of feeling from the other team saying, yeah, they're done for. We got it going up. I think that's what we saw last time around with Parkway West. And they came out firing. They came out just guns a-blazing, and they were able to get 22 seconds in, played stellar defense, were able to lock down a 4-2 win at the end. So, I mean, who knows what we can see tonight, but I think it's just going to be a lot of back-and-forth action. And if Ladue can push a few through, I think it'll save a lot off of the goaltender hasn't played with.
Yeah, and on the goaltending side for Lafayette, it's the Tamaras brother and sister. You can only assume, but we're going to have to go with Peter Tamaras for the start. He's had a pretty good season, 258 goals against average with a 903 save percentage, had three shutouts. So decent numbers for Peter Tamaras, but that's pretty good preview, Jake. What'd you say for Ladue and Lafayette? When we come back, we'll take it through the brackets. And we'll have right here on the Lou Information Station.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
When young athletes get hurt, fast care matters. At WashU Medicine Orthopedics, same-day walk-in care is available for injuries that happen both on and off the ice. With 12 area locations and 4 walk-in clinics, doctors here care for athletes at every level, from peewee to pro. Big hits, hard falls, get expert care, and get back in the game. WashU Medicine Orthopedics, team physicians for the St. Louis Blues, and you. Search WashU Medicine Ortho online. That's WashU Medicine Ortho.
You want a backyard paradise next summer? Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. No surprises, great design, straight pricing, and you could be swimming by Memorial Day. Hit SplashSTL.com. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, turning big Griswold dreams into real St. Louis backyards for 25 years.
Back at the Maryville University Hockey Center, Jacob, I'll throw this one over to you. So take a look at how the brackets have shaped up so far on both sides.
These two teams 1-0 to start it off, and right now we got a couple more games going on across MidStates. I know your Oakville Tigers are playing right now. No report of the score just yet. Still 0-0 right now, but Priory is up 5-2 on top of Eureka currently. It was all JV games yesterday, so not much to report on that front. But Saturday night too, Seckman took down Seckman took down Fox in the Founders Cup. Got a shootout win there. Went to a mini game and got a big shootout win. Seckman, I think, was after the game we thought Fox was going to be flying through Seckman, but Seckman able to string it together, got a big win, able to follow it up with in that game 3, big win in that game 3, able to make it to the mini game. They ended up tying that 1-0 at the shootout. Winster moves on to the Founders 2-1 as well. Familiar face here skating out.
Mr. Vaughn Upton.
If you're at any Lindenwood games, whether it be women's or men's, you'll know that Vaughn Upton does just about every single, if it's not every single, it's every other game for sure. He was there last weekend, I know that for a fact. He's a fantastic referee. Also, Winsfield Liberty took down MICDS. That was just about the same time as us. And Rockwood Summit took down Oakville 5-4. What we're looking at tonight with those two games already mentioned there with Priory and Eureka. We got last one tonight, 8:30, Winsfield Timberlake taking on Rockwood Summit.
Get ready for I'm going to turn this one over to you because you're the only one who hasn't seen Ladue yet, so I'm kind of curious what we should expect. Yeah, so especially with Miles Settler starting in net, he started that game against Clayton. The final score was 5-1. in favor of Clayton. So a lot of pucks on net for Clayton in that game. We're looking for Ladue's defense to come out and try and be structured tonight and really build upon their finish of the year and trying to stretch it into the playoffs and get this game underway, get their work done started. The other thing is that with Ladue, you have to take care of the offense. Have Vantage, have Jersey, have Lance, your top liners going to play with each other. Those guys are constantly around the net, they're constantly in scoring chances. It's going to be really important for Lafayette to keep tabs on them. And we said it last time, and we say it all the time. It's the name of the game, right? Stay out of the penalty box. Do not get into the penalty box against these Ladue Rams. That power play is very, very strong with Joe, Levinson, and Vantine all over the weekend. Well, we will take one more quick break before this is a MidStates playoff game right here.
When young athletes get hurt, fast care matters. At WashU Medicine Orthopedics, same-day walk-in care is available for injuries that happen both on and off the ice. With 12 area locations and 4 walk-in clinics, doctors here care for athletes at every level, from peewee to pro. Big hits, hard falls, get expert care, and get back in the game. WashU Medicine Orthopedics, team physicians for the St. Louis Blues, and you. Search WashU Medicine Ortho online. That's WashU Medicine Ortho.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
Kenny Reinhold is a trusted real estate advisor with 21 years of experience and a proud sponsor of our Mid-States playoff broadcast. Kenny is the #1 agent at the Central Region office at the #1 local real estate company, Caldwell Banker Realty Gundaker. With over $200 million in sales and over 200 5-star reviews, you can be confident in your next move. Call Kenny at 314-724-7932 or visit findastlouishome.com. And good luck to all the teams.
And we're back. Puck drop just about a minute and a half away between the Lafayette Lancers and the Ladue Rams. Ladue wearing their home whites, but we'll get to the jerseys in just a second. After I remind you, the first period is brought to you by Vantage Credit Union, your financial partner for life in Metro St. Louis. Learn more at VCU.com. Ladue wearing their home whites with the big blue stripe across the shoulders and right across the center of the jersey with the blue L on front. 3 blue stripes on the white socks and the blue pants. And then on the other side, Lafayette looking reminiscent of the Boston Bruins a little bit, just with the Lancer on the front. Got the yellow and white stripes on the black jersey on the elbows and on the black socks. So a little bit of a cleaner jersey setup, I would say, for Lafayette. I feel like for Ladue, the pants don't quite match.
There's a lot going on.
The socks don't quite match the jersey.
There's one thing with Ladue's that I dislike, and it's the Ladue on the bottom below the number on the back of the jersey.
There's just so much going on.
Like, other than that, the sweater's fine. I love the sweater.
From the front, it looks all right. Maybe I think a bit much on the socks, personally. I think it pushes it a little too much, but I totally agree. The Ladue, a little bit much. Probably they get it next time around, get some new J's, probably could switch that up a little bit. But otherwise, I mean, I like the colors. It's simple, but it works. Just a lot going on, I think.
Yeah, I would probably like them a lot more if it was just like one solid blue stripe on the socks, kind of like the lightning.
They don't need to continue it onto the backside. I always thought, when they have that center stripe, that you should continue it around. But I never saw a jersey like that until now, and I'm thinking.
And now
I see why.
Now you realize why the Blues didn't do that last year with the Winter Classic jerseys.
Yeah, and I see that why the Wild did that too when they had theirs, and everyone was like, when they had redid the home and aways, I'm like, why is it not continuing to the back? That's why.
Yeah. So it's going to be. I think that once the game gets going, hopefully the aesthetics of it, when they're mismatched with each other, is going to make it look a little bit better.
And maybe just not care when hopefully if Ladue just starts turning around. Doesn't matter what they look like, they just got to win. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Coaching staffs on both sides for the Lafayette Lancers. Head coach is Jim Carrico, assisted by Brian Cash, Chase Mosseri, David Hopkins, and Brian Hall. Got a couple familiar faces over on the Ladue side. Head coach Colton Schulk, assistant coaches Jake Gold, Brogan Waters. The two that you will recognize are Jared Ballett and Drew Ackery from our Too Many Men on the Mic podcast, who handled the pregame interviews during our regular season. Had Zach Levy and Justin Ragland on there to round out the coaching staff for the Ladue Rams. So just about set for puck drop, and stands are starting to fill up a little small on the student section side, I would say, but a really good showing of parents here.
Yeah, I will say, though, students, they're just so spread out right now because they don't want to get up along that glass. I don't blame them. I would, too.
Yeah, if they were closer together, they'd probably look like a lot more, but expected them to both be rowdy. You would think this would be kind of a home game for Lafayette as well. It's not too far away from the Maryville University Hockey Center, but nevertheless, Ladue's wearing the home whites. Looks like Thomas is going to center for the Lancers, and they'll slide over to the right wing as Ladue gives a final pat to their starting goalie. Back there, we're in the zero, Miles Settler. And net for Ladue, Peter Tamaris in the net for Lafayette. Edmondson lining up across from Luke Ross for the opening faceoff, and that is David Levinson, part of Levinson brothers. Wrong line out there on defense for Ladue, so still waiting to get started here.
Oh, a problem with the equipment there for Alton.
There we go. Puck dropped. We're underway from Maryville. Lafayette wins the faceoff back. Here's Kellen Moore in front of his own net. Fires it the length of the ice, and we're going to get started off here 11 seconds in with an icing.
Well, that's one way to get it started. That's for sure.
Yeah, just
Compared to our last game.
it was Kellen Moore, too, who opened the scoring
Yes.
in that game from the blue line. Wicked wrister. Just beat the Oakville goalie clean.
Yeah, it was a beautiful game. I mean, overall for Lafayette, considering where they were, didn't expect it at all. And after that, I mean, they've really just held a strong and consistent season, had some ups and downs, but they've really turned around. They've followed up with
a big hit on the far side, and a helmet comes off. Penalty gonna be called here. I'm not sure for what. Unsportsmanlike. Going to the box for Ladue is number 4, Hobie Alton, taking off the bucket of number 16 for Lafayette, Quinn Thomas.
And the crowd is getting rowdy as we speak after that big hit and the ensuing penalty call. And we're going to go to Lafayette power play.
Misconduct penalty is the official call, though I don't know about a misconduct, but I guess because he hit him up high, so it actually looks like it's going to be a 2 and a 10 here for Alton, their captain.
Far side now, Lafayette, quick shot, turned away by Settler. It's going to come all the way down the ice. Vantine, first one to it, shorthanded for Ladue. Far side shot, and it's blockered away into the netting by Tamaris. First at grade A chance goes to Ladue on the penalty kill.
So this is looks like the official calls a head contact, 2 minutes, and then a 10-minute misconduct as well.
So number 6, Olchansky is going to serve that 2 minutes.
And it's going to be Hobie Alton, their captain. That's out for 12 now.
Just pacing around the box there.
Well, that's usually a little uncommon. I don't know if I've ever seen a player pace around the penalty box.
Neither have I. Allen brings the puck. Oh, quick move. Allen, first one to the net. Shot turned away by Settler. Good effort from Allen to get all the way to the net. It's going to come back up to the point now for Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore looking for options. Far side. Surveying. A cross-ice pass. Oh, picked off by Levinson. Levinson's got a break if he can hurry. He's 2-on-1. If Levinson or Valentine can get to the net, and a shot by Levinson. It's gloved by Tamaris, and that's Vantine, I should say.
Two good chances there for Ladue on the shorty side of this power play.
I mean, you love to see the chances to get in front of pucks. Active sticks, that's all you need. Done a great job of locking it down.
One of the Ballant boys lining up on the faceoff. Can't win it back, that being Sean Ballant. And here comes Lafayette. First one over the line. Thomas with the puck, took the big hit. Ross dropped it, fires it over the net. More first one to it on the far side in front of the Ladue bench. Backhands it down low, and they'll clear it out. Having a guy high, and it's Ballant. Ballant circles one back. Giorgio now down low for the Rams, tries to center, and it's picked off by Ross.
Well, this is kind of shocking for Ladue. I mean, they're giving up almost 3 goals out of 10 attempts on the penalty kill, but 71% to be exact on the regular season. We're perfect last game around, though, and they've got some chances here shorthanded as well.
As Tang brings the puck out, dances at his own blue line, but luckily Chapman was right there. Fired it down, didn't go all the way. 3-on-3. Here's Wolf. Quick shot, gloved away by Settler. Far side corner now, and they battle. It's going to be iced by Ladue. It's going to go some friendly fire into the Ram bench, and the faceoff will come to the glove side of Settler.
Couple of good chances there, but mostly just big saves. That one over the top of the glove. Settler wasn't fully set to it. Brought the glove in initially and then finally kicked it out. That was enough to deflect it out to the side, but almost got beat on another rush chance here for the Lancers.
Steinberg wins it back off Levinson. Up to the point now for Lafayette. Ridgeway down low. Deflected over the net. Settler tried to glove it down, but it went high. Steinberg down low. Centering feed. Lauman fans on the shot. Hubert now at the point. Tries to go to his partner, Ridgeway. Put it in front of him. A bounce pass, and Levinson almost took it away. And now here comes the very dangerous Theo Vantine with the puck. Dances by one very cleanly. Cuts down low. Shot from Vantine all near side. Turned away by the pad of Tamaris. Now up at the blue line. Here's Small for Ladue. Looking for options. Just puts one down to the near side corner. First one, too, it'll be Lauman for Lafayette if he can get there. Kind of took a weird route to it, and Vantine's just going to pick that one. It takes a slash. Chopped his stick in half. No call.
He threw his stick. He wasn't happy.
Levinson near side funnels one towards the net, and it just flutters into the far side corner.
He didn't get slashed too hard, but if the stick breaks, it's a slash. Doesn't matter how hard it is or how broken the stick already was.
The evidence laying right there, picked up by the far side linesman into the Ladue bench as Kellen Moore picks it up behind his net. Both teams are at even strength for a while now. Fed forward by Lafayette, coming in the near side corner. Where Ladue will just chip one off the near side boards. Trying to break out, instead it comes back to Hubert. He'll circle back into his own end on the near side. Goes D to D with Allen. And Allen tries to start the breakout, puts it into the skates of Blake Brewer, who tries to funnel one up to Keller. It's picked off. And Lafayette puts it right back into the neutral zone. Giorgio in his skates, a junior blue, on this Ladue Rams side. Turned over at the blue line. Here's Allen. Puck bouncing around his stick. Picks it up cleanly. Circles down low. Looks for a pass. He's still battling away in the corner. Chipped up at the blue line. 3-on-1 for Ladue. Giorgio. Chizmankov going to the net. Giorgio. Back door. Oh, and he elevates it over the net. He had Tamaris beat, and he went high. At the point now. Tang. Shot towards the net. Goes wide. Keller tries to ice it. Goes under the stick of Chapman. No icing, going all the way down the ice with 10:47 to go in the first.
Oh, what a chance there for Saigonkov. And he just, such a great opportunity. But the flutter puck came in and hit him high, or hit it on the top of his blade. Didn't get all of it.
As Vantine just made a nice toe drag at the top of the near side circle and fired one in to the midsection of Tamaris, who's been sharp so far.
They always got to start sharp, and Tamaris has done a good job. He's square to those pucks. He's quick reaction. Didn't let that one squeak through.
Face off coming to the glove side of Tamaris. Levinson wins it back to his brother, Evan. Shot turned away by the glove, and now Vantine down in the corner. Back up, and they put it back down low. Levinson tries to center under the stick of Vantine. That's back up at the point. Small has a lot of space. Small near side circle, shot blocked. Oh, what an effort from Kellen Moore to lay out and block that shot. Down low. Centering feed looking for Vantine. It's down low behind the net. Now Vantine picks it up. Oh, what a centering feed goes under the stick. And Ridgeway's just going to have to chip it out.
Oh, what a chance, Vantine. That was a beautiful little swing across his body without even looking. Just missed the stick.
Theo Vantine already showing why 27 goals. Ross near side. Blocker blocked away into the far side corner. O'Shaughnessy now down low. Ross on him. Levinson there to help. Ross 1-on-3. Still has the puck. Comes up to the blue line. Blocked. Cross ice for Ladue now to Eric Levinson. And it comes back to his brother, David. David Levinson now blue line. Vantine chips one in deep. He'll go off for a change. More the first one to it after Tamara stops. Has to play it back because he had some pressure, and now Parks will take it out. Up to Ross. Crossing red line, trying to get in the blue line, and it's Wolf now as he can't get in cleanly. Tries the backhand sauce one, glove down by Thomas, and it's chopped away. Tripped by his own man was Ballant, and Giorgio puts it in deep.
Well, the fans didn't realize that he got tripped by his own guy.
And sometimes it happens. It's a quick game as here comes Ross with a lot of speed. Ross walks around one, cutting to the net. Ross tries to go near side. Puck still up in the air. Whacked in by Lafayette. And the Lancers go up 1-0 with 8:56 to go in the first as the goal horn rings.
Ross with a really good rush. Put it up off a tough angle. It came straight up in the air. Settler didn't see it at all. And a really good crash to the net there. And able to bury it in. Quinn Thomas, I think he got it out of the air even. As it was still falling, Settler wasn't able to see it. It was behind his back, and now Lafayette's got a quick lead. It's all about that first goal, and that's going to be huge right now.
So Lafayette draws first blood in the form of Quinn Thomas. Steinberg, a quick shot turned away from the slot by Settler. Battle for in the corner. Steinberg there for help. It's cleared to the point where Hubert keeps it in. Goes to the stick of Giorgio. Giorgio to Smonkov on a breakaway. What a pass! Smonkov in all up for it. Backhand tripped on the breakaway. And will we have a penalty shot here?
Is it going to be? It should be. It should be. Come on. Give him it. Give him it.
And they're going to call a slash, and Ladue will go to the power play. No penalty shot. But I don't know, Jake. You asked me. He was in all alone there. Sigankov with a great saucer pass to set him up.
I think he just didn't have enough space of separation there, and that's why. And I mean, so close, but it's a penalty nevertheless, whether it's a trip or a slash. So now Ladue will get their first chance. Haven't had the best success. I mean, 14.3. They've been a really good offensive team, but haven't been able to capitalize too much on the special teams.
We talked about it earlier, though. There are those 3 big goal scorers and point getters that are going to be out there on this power play.
And that's the thing. It's always dangerous. It doesn't matter what the numbers is. As long as you have some really skilled players, we've already seen them now, it's just always dangerous. So now it's really a big task on the backside for Tamaris.
Levinson on the breakout. Giorgio shrugs one off. He's going to take it in himself. Giorgio down low, tries to get by Parks. What a play by Parks to sandwich him in the boards. A little bit of a high hit there, though.
I think a puck came out from something, and
a fallen puck.
They're trying to figure out which puck it was.
You don't see that every day.
No. I don't think it came down from the roof, so I'm really confused now where it came down from.
It came from the netting.
Maybe?
Yeah, that's a good call. I think I see another one might be propped up in the netting on the near side here, too, behind the net. Nevertheless, face-off coming to the glove side of Peter Tamaris. Ross against Van Teen. Vaughn Upton pushes the couple of the wingers back. Van Teen wins it back to Levinson. To Giorgio now at the point. Small. Giorgio circling down, tries to center. Goes over the stick of Van Teen, and now it's Levinson in the corner. Up to the point. Giorgio with some time. Wrist shot blocked in front by Thomas. And the Lancers, they clear. Small whacks it out of the air. And they're going to call Small for a high stick. I don't know about that one.
No, the referee said no high stick, and then he blew it dead on accident. He's saying my bad. He was quick to the whistle, but
it's Van Teen for an explanation.
They are going to pull it back.
As the student sections are still getting into it. Or just now getting into it. Face off one back by Ladue. 7:48 to go in the first. Minute 10 to go on the power play. Here's Small. Deflects it up to Giorgio. Cross ice looking for Van Teen. He gets in a little early and touches it with the puck just behind him. And the Rams are offsides. The MidStates playoffs are brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, WashU Medicine Orthopedics, Kenny Reinhold at findaStLouisHome.com, and by Benny Kelly Insurance Agency.
Just such a good chance again. Another really strong pass just behind Van Teen and just miss it. They call it a whistle and just deflected off his toes. He tried to drag it through his legs.
Giorgio's just going to float one in behind the net and backhanded back to him by Ballant. Now up at the point for Small. Walking, looking for a lane. Gives it up to Levinson down low. Back to Small. In the slot, one-timer. Tamaris covered it. Got it under the pad with a strong left leg.
I like that. I like that look there coming down low from William Small, and picks him up very well in the slot, kept the puck on the ice. They've tried to fire a lot through the air, and they've all been blocked. This time it goes low, either playing for a rebound or trying to see if he can beat him 5-hole. So really good opportunity there for Ladue, but Tamaris has really played well to start here.
Faceoff coming to the glove side of Tamaris. Giorgio winding up now. They move Vantine up towards the point, and he keeps this one in. Looking for options. Vantine now on his backhand. Center ice from the point, down low. Small circles back up to the top of the circle, tries to dish it back to Vantine. It goes off the nose of his stick, and Lafayette clears. Settler directs it back. Small's going to pick it up. First power play unit still out here is fed up all the way to David Levinson. Levinson circling down low, puts it along the boards, is going to come up to the near side. Giorgio's going to slam it back down to him. It won't get there. Tang, backhander, a little high for Vantine, knocks it out of the air, and Moore chips it out. 2-on-1 for the Lancers if they hurry. Ross, first one there. Ross, what a move. He's in all alone, and it's a kick save and covered by Settler.
Really good job by Settler sticking with the puck. I think he didn't have the angle initially, but Ross didn't read it first. And really good job with the leg to stick with the puck. Stay out in front. Keep it a 1-goal game.
6:38 to go here in the first. 5 to go on the Ladue power play. Or the Lafayette power play, rather. No, Ladue, they had too many out there. Lafayette as Ross goes to the bench. One back now, Tang. 2 to go. 1, and we're back at even strength. Killed off by Lafayette. Giorgio now brings it back into his own end. Backhands one over to Tang. He picks it up off the boards. Chips one up to Vantine. Vantine's 1-on-3 if he can get to the puck first. Instead, Moore wraps it around and comes to the far side for Brewer in front of the net, who backhands one out to center ice. Jateman to Tang on the far side in front of the Annie Guns logo. Giorgio at the blue line. Tries to get Levinson in center ice, but it goes into a skate, and Lafayette's coming back in. Picked off by Tang, taking a couple whacks near the gloves. Chipped out towards center, but called down for a hand pass. Vantage Credit Union wants to give you a little financial boost. Right now, they're offering you $250 to join as a new member. Just open a new checking account and use promo code STL250. It's that easy. Whether you're saving for hockey tickets or your next financial goal, Vantage is here to help. Visit vcu.fyi/checking today. Face off on the near side, outside of the Ladue zone. One forward by Keller, but right to Small for the Rams, who picks it up to Brockman. Now they try to chip it forward. Oh, pass back to the far side. No one there. Keller, or Allen rather, first one there for Lafayette. He cycles one down low. Brewer will get there now on the far side. Has O'Shaughnessy on him. Keller in for help, takes a bit of a shove. Puck in the skates of Allen. Fed towards the net, and it was blocked in the near side corner. Point now. Hubert tries to put one through off the stick of Shaughnessy into the far side. Brewer on him. Jateman. Allen picked it off in center ice. Ladue just can't get a clean breakout going here, and Allen just puts it right back in down low. Brewer, first forward there. Oh, late, right in front of the official. Allen took down O'Shaughnessy behind the play. Nothing doing. Point for Allen as he hears it from the Ladue student section. Shot toward the net, kicked away. Circling down low. Looking for an option. It's picked off by Tsigankov. Brockman gets the red line and just puts one deep. Takes a shot from Ridgeway with a big hit. Steinbrugge now on the breakout. Here comes Lafayette. Rizzuto over the blue line. Tries to find Long in the slot, and it goes past her stick. Now Tang behind his net.
Next stoppage, Hobie Alton's going to be able to get out of the box.
Alton will be back after sitting a majority.
No, he still actually got 2 more minutes because you don't start the 10 until your 2 minutes are up.
Okay, so he's got 2 more minutes then. Okay.
Vantine now 2-on-2, 2-on-3. Vantine from the circle. What a shot. Just goes high off a wicked wrister wrapping around the boards and into the gloves of the Ladue bench.
Yeah, it looked like it either went off of that pad on the side of the bench or went off the other Tamaris' glove.
Sneaky wrist shot. so far from Vantine, especially on that toe drag with a quick release. Real hard for goalies to pick it up, but Tamaris has been strong so far.
Speaking of goaltenders, how hard do you think it is for a family to not just have one goaltender, but two goaltenders?
A brother and sister at that.
That's a true sacrifice to hockey parent, letting your child be a goalie.
Two of them.
That's for sure.
Into the near side corner. Lafayette, Ladue hounding away, and Ladue will flip it up. Knocked down by the stick of Giorgio, 2-on-2. Vantine going to the net. Fed towards him, just a little out in front of his reach. It is a battle away, and Moore comes out with the puck. Kellen Moore now. Up to Ross. Ross gets the red line, comes into the Ladue zone. From the slot, tries to dance around a few, but a stick from O'Shaughnessy knocks it away, and Vantine picks it up. Looking for options. He cuts to center ice, dancing around Ross, and now he's in with a lot of speed. Vantine down low, circling. Centering feed sticked away by Ross. At the point, O'Shaughnessy shot blocked by Ross. Thomas. Kellen Moore now down low as he tries to start the breakout for Lafayette. Gets his blue line. Cross ice feed. Good pass to Ross. Ross cutting the slot. Wrist shot off the stick of Small and up and out of play.
It looks like Ladue right now is playing just like slightly panicked or rushed, like they need to get that goal back. But, I mean, there's still a lot of game left. You don't need to try and push everything to the net. A lot of good chances there that they have went to the point and tried to shoot it right away. And a good example there, that last shot in got blocked. You just set that play up, set up your offense. Really good chance, but I think it just seemed like they're playing a little bit rushed right now. And he's still got a full 33 minutes to go.
In that game against Clayton that I did, it was very much the same thing. They were very rushed even when they were only down a couple of goals.
Basom on the far side tries to circle down low. Sigankov picks it up. Basom gloves it down, then backhands it right back below the net. Tang now trying to start it for Ladue. Gets a stick slashed out of his hands in front of the referee. No call. Might have been a little loose on the stick. Down low. Wrist shot just behind the net. That was the shot from Tucker Lauman. Lafayette puts it down low for Chapman. Ladue tries to break out. Levinson kept in by Basom. Levinson put it in his own zone, so Lafayette's onside. Sigankov all bounces off his stick. He was in with Levinson 2-on-1 if he could corral it. As David Levinson battles away in the corner, puck comes up to the point to Ballant. Ballant circling. Dishes it off. Tang now at the blue line, going to the slot. Sticked away to Chapman from the point. Shot almost gets through. Deflected by the stick of Steinberg and up and into the netting.
Now Alden's going to get out of the penalty box, and he's going to be able to skate freely for the first time since the first minute of this game.
Should be one of the freshest skaters for these Ladue Rams, if not the freshest.
Now they showed it. The student section showing how happy they are to have him back. That's a true statement. That's not just us covering up, but
no, that is a true statement.
That one's actually true.
Yeah. Vantine off the faceoff, quick shot, turned away by the blocker of Tamaris. Lafayette just fires one into the near side. First one to it for the Lancers. Keller. Picked up by Ladue. Vantine, 3-on-3. Has Levinson high. Drops it off to him from the circle. Levinson off the near side post. Rang the post with a good shot. Vantine picks it up from the slot. Dancing around. Makes a couple moves. Still in the slot. Wrist shot kicked away by Tamaris. Puck still loose. In skates. Where is it? Giorgio now down low. Gives it back up to Small at the point. Small looking for a shot. Turns it toward the net, and Tamaris gets a glove there. Bounces free, but then he's able to cover.
They just cannot figure out Tamaris at all right now. They're doing an excellent job. I mean, he's just doing an excellent job. He's square to everything. He's somehow seeing where the puck is at. He's positioned himself just perfectly to everything. They have not found anything to beat him. First good chance at anything that seemed to be beating him was they finally run the post. That's about it. Otherwise, he's been square to everything. He hasn't been beat once yet.
Tamaris giving a little Marc-Andre Fleury to the post there, a little friendly rub after it just to say thank you for being there for me.
Yeah, goal post is a goalie's best friend.
Puck up in the air. Oh, a good chance for Thomas. Almost came in on a breakaway, but a good stick from O'Shaughnessy. Picked off by Thomas as Giorgio was looking for Vantine at center. Vantine staying high. Now at the blue line, he dishes it off to Levinson. It's David Levinson. Penalty call on the play. Minute 9 to go in the first. Looks like it's going to be on Ross. I'm not sure if O'Shaughnessy is going to go too.
No, it just looks like O'Shaughnessy for a trip here.
O'Shaughnessy took a big hit by Ross in the corner.
I could not
on the
see
near
anything.
side.
Too many people.
And then while he was on the ground, it looked like he was swinging his stick trying to trip him. And I think that's what you saw with Ross swinging his stick around there at center ice.
Like they always say, no matter what it is, it's always that second retaliatory thing that's going to get called. And that time, not only did he hit the guy, but he took him down too.
Lafayette back to the power play, 0 for 1 so far. Quick clear from Ladue. We've got a minute left in the first period. Lafayette looking to start the breakout. Go ahead.
I was going to say, those Lafayette fans really just don't want to be up on the bleachers right now. They're 3 deep in the on the concourse.
Yes, they are. Allen gets the near far side faceoff circle. It's deflected up high with 49 to go. Minute 40 left on the power play.
I mean, it looks like the glass is just oceanfront property right now. Everyone wants it. You go up in the stands. You guys can see better.
Yeah, but there's not a better seat in hockey than being right down on the boards.
Well, yeah, I guess so, but still. Don't you want to see the plague that's going on?
Cleared out by Ladue. Brought back in by Lafayette with Parks. Parks down low. Gives it back up to the point now for Ross. Ross, quick shot. Settler saw it through Parks cutting to the net and made a big save, squeezing it against his chest with 34 to go in the first.
Yeah, Settler set himself up away from the screen and able to push away. Got right out in front of it. Lucky for him, didn't take it to foot. It might have, but either way, he was square to that puck. After that first goal, he's really set himself up well.
Meanwhile, if you're opting to watch us instead of the Blues right now, the Blues are 5-1.
Yeah, and why?
Well,
I mean, no, I shouldn't say that.
9 too, by the way.
No, this is what I will say. Dual screen it. Do it.
There you go. That's
Computer
how you do
and phone,
it right there.
phone, TV, whatever it is. Pull
Ross,
them both up.
head of steam, makes a couple moves, gets into the near side corner with 15 to go in the first. Pinned on the boards, comes up. And Vantine has a break if he can hurry. He's one-on-one. Good back check for Moore now. He's 1-on-2. Vantine dances around one. What a move! Vantine, oh, he just puts it wide. And that's just about going to do it for the first. Ended off with a grade A opportunity from Theo Vantine, short-handed. Came up with a head of steam and had him beat, just put it wide.
What a chance. What a chance. That's momentum, though, going into the next period.
1-0 in favor of Lafayette. Second period comes up next.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
You want a backyard paradise next summer? Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. No surprises, great design, straight pricing, and you could be swimming by Memorial Day. Hit SplashSTL.com. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, turning big Griswold dreams into real St. Louis backyards for 25 years.
Back at Maryville. Second period just about underway. 51 to go on the Lancer power play. The second period is brought to you by WashU Medicine Orthopedics. Hockey moves fast, and so should care when young athletes get hurt. At WashU Medicine Orthopedics, same-day walking care is available for injuries that happen on the ice, at practice, or anywhere kids play, with 12 locations across the St. Louis area and 4 walking clinics. Their pediatric and sports medicine experts care for athletes of all ages. From the skates, from first skates to big saves, bumps and bruises are all part of the game. Expert care shouldn't be a question. WashU Medicine Orthopedics. Team physicians for the St. Louis Blues. Be treated like a pro. Search WashU Medicine Ortho online. Second period underway. Ladue going from right to left. Lafayette going from left to right. Still 30 seconds to go on the Lancer power play. Park takes it in over the blue line. Makes a nice toe drag and all sticked away. And here comes Vantine with a head of steam. But the net comes off.
Oh, they are going to be infuriated. Vantine was bringing it up the other way. The play was away from it, and they blew it dead with the net going off.
And now it's going to come all the way back.
It's sometimes in these scenarios, you'll just see the ref kind of sneak back down there and push it back on while the play's coming the other way.
See, typically you can. You're allowed to just let the play go, but the thing is, the referee didn't catch it. So the referee just saw the nut come off, didn't see the rush coming back, and blew it dead. So,
okay, so they're not going to bring it all the way back. They're going to bring it up to the
play like that. They're just going to play it wherever the puck was stopped.
Face off just outside the blue line in front of the Ladue bench. One back by Lafayette. 20 seconds left on the power play. Off the stick of Parks at the red line, deflected in. And Thomas tries to be the first one there, but there's the fresh skater Alton, missed most of the first period from a 2 and a 10. Ross now Spins away from one. Face-off circle. Tries to dance around another. A good play from Alton. Puck still bouncing. 2-1. We're at even strength now. Parks dancing with one. Sticked away. And here comes Giorgio. All alone. Now he's got Small with the Giorgio. 5-hole. He scores! Giorgio in. 2-0. Keeps it for himself through the 5-0 to Morris. And the Rams have knotted it up at 1.
Just a perfectly coincidental play for Ladue. Able to get a stick on the puck, had a man rushing. Fresh out of the box was O'Shaughnessy. Right back onto the ice. Came a guy off the bench with Giorgio, and he picked up the puck, cycled back around for the blue, and then rushed in, was able to put it through 5-hole. And they finally beat. And I mean, it's just incredible this side for Tamaris, who's played so well, and they finally beat him. And how do you do it? You got to shove it through the one spot. He can't cover out. That's a 5-hole.
Yeah, that was a fantastic opportunity there by Giorgio. He just jumps right onto the ice, and the puck's sitting there right in front of him. It was a great coincidental play for Ladue, and we've got ourselves a game.
One forward to Allen for Lafayette, but picked off. Floated at the blue line, but Ridgeway kept it in. Still bouncing around. That was Franco DeLuca Hubert, rather. Now Ridgeway with the puck in the near far side corner. Tsigankov picks it up at the blue line, keeping it in the Lancer zone. But it's picked off. Allen still has Tsigankov all over him. Allen still shielding him away. Makes a nice move to make some more time for himself. Dishes one off now. Hubert down low for Thomas. Keller, rather. Chipped up. Here's Ballant, 1-on-3. Just going to chip one in deep. Try to be the first one to it. A little bit of interfered with, a little bit trying to get to the puck. We tries to center for Levinson. It's picked off. They have Ross on a breakaway, but couldn't get the puck up to him. Keller now gets into the Ladue zone. Keller drops it off. Ross tries to toe drag around, but loses the puck. And Vantine had a break if he could get it out, but he also lost the puck. Still battling away on the far side. Ballant with Ross. Hands getting up a little high. Ballant throws one cross check, two cross checks, still playing. Thomas off the glass and keeps it in the Ram zone where Tang picks it up behind the net. 2 down low. Brewer picked it off. And now here's Thomas. He cycles it back down low to Brewer. David Levinson, first one there for Ladue, as Brewer's all over him. Ross on him now too. Ross won the puck out, coming out to the blue line. He'll take it out himself. Vantine will try to be the first one to it, but Parks will just put it in back in his own end to Kellen Moore. Moore now leaves it back off for Parks. Parks back to Moore now at his blue line. Moore's going to get the red line, take it in the Ladue zone. Makes a couple of moves, puts it in deep. He's going to try to be the first one to it. Chapman chops it away. Tang tried to find Vantine. Now Levinson has it. David Levinson flips one up. Good skate from Thomas as Vantine was going to be in on the breakaway. Missed hit from Thomas, and Ladue student sections are telling him how good he is.
You just got to laugh at plays like that. That's amazing.
Puck comes up to the point, sticked in, kept in. Thomas bounces over a stick. Good stick lift from Tang, but Thomas is able to get it out to Vantine, who just sends it back into his own end for Small, and the Rams will regroup. Tang catches one on his backhand on the stretch pass, just can't corral it. Moore sticks it away. Moore still with it. Tang all over him. Good forecheck from Tang. Levinson gets in there too to help out. Tang kicking away. Moore pinned the puck on the boards, and Ross kicks it out to Wolf. Wolf saucer pass. Thomas makes one move. Thomas could be in if he makes another. That's a good stick from Giorgio. Giorgio off the stick of Vantine. Tang's going to go for a change, so Vantine will have to take it himself. Vantine down low. Gets around 1-0. Vantine's clearly tripped up. And this one's going to get called as Vantine caught a late stick in his skate, circling behind the net after he gave the puck off.
And you got to keep the stick active. You can't just have the lazy stick. And that's exactly what happened. More Vantine picked up some speed, just stuck it out there, hoping to find something, and he just found all blade. And now you're giving them a chance. They just tied up the game, and now they have a chance to take the lead.
Momentum has swung swiftly into Ladue's hands. They're on the power play. They've got their guys on the ice. They get Alton back for this power play. That was a big missing piece on the last one. So we'll see how they can set up and get ready to rock.
11:20 to go here in the second period. Ladue to the power play once again. Ballant down low. Ladue's 0 for 1. Steinbrugge can't chip it out. Here's Ballant at the circle. Makes a couple good moves. Vantine wide open near side. Makes another couple moves and spins away. Didn't like what he saw. Vantine now up at the point. Kind of directs traffic with Small. Vantine tries to toe drag 1-1. Picked off by Steinberg. He's got a break if he can hurry. Small's on him on the back check. Steinberg in. Backhander off the post. And back into the 5-hole of Settler. What a chance for Steinberg. He's shorthanded.
And that was a really good shot. He had to keep it on his backhand. He knew that he had Small racing back for him on his backside. And Settler stuck with it, forced him to the outside, and just rings the post. But what a chance. Really good defensive play. Created it in some offense. Almost got it.
That's the second time a post has been hit down on that end of the ice. Are those posts, those pipes a little bit bigger?
They regulation down there? I'm not sure.
I gotta wonder.
Small picks it up on the faceoff. Said leaves it off to David Levinson in his own end. As Levinson tries to start the breakout. Giorgio now. Cross ice. Was looking for Small, I think, but had it way in front of him. Really just gave it to Parks, who sent it back down the ice. David Levinson now for the Rams, near side corner. Slows back, drops it off to Vantine. Vantine coming in on Hubert, dances around him with ease. Vantine now down low, centering feet in the skates of Ballant. And Tamaris is there just to cover it up after a bounce off the skate. The Mid-States Hockey Playoffs are brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, WashU Medicine, Orthopedics, Kenny Reinhold at findastlouishome.com, and by Ben Kelly Insurance Agency.
You know, it's getting loud in here when my watch is telling me that I'm in a loud environment because we're over 90 decibels.
Is there something wrong with my watch? Because I've never been told that.
I don't know.
Perhaps.
Maybe it's a setting I have.
I think I'm just
never turned off.
Probably just a loud human.
Ballant, near side shot, block. Vantine, oh, and he's right there. Tag, wide open in the slot off the deflection, right into the back of the net, and it's 2-1 Ladue.
Just can't give him those chances, and a good play. Just fired kind of towards the net, took a deflection, and Tang, the benefactor. That's how you always go to the net. Get yourself positioned right, got a deflection in, and now it's the Rams out in front.
Loud environment gets louder.
Ladue telling Lafayette that they're not being loud enough, the student section.
And all that momentum we talked about just before that power play has surely shifted even more to the Ladue Rams to see how Lafayette responds.
Game's in the hands of the Rams now as they win the faceoff, try to get it in. Glove down by LaMontagne, but touched by a Lafayette stick, and Rizzuto tries to come in 1-on-2, and Chapman just chips it right back out of his zone. Dumped into the far side. Lancers are still off sides. And Alton now picks it up behind the net. Rings one around the boards, looking for Tsigankov. Tsigankov just kind of bullies his man off the puck, but the Lancers keep it in. Alton will now pick it up again behind his own net. Trying to break it on this side now. Rough pass into the skates. Lafayette keeps it in for the time being and cycles it back down low. Alton there first. Alton again, third time's the charm. This time he just puts it off the glass. Comes right back to center ice. To Parks, who tried to find Long on a saucer pass, bounced over a stick, but no icing. Deflected. Held in by Steinbrugge. Battling away with Chapman, almost went off Long, going for a change. Shot the length of the ice, and it has the legs for an icing. .9:19 to go here in the second. And Hunter, you mentioned it after that goal that Ladue took all the momentum, but just those few minutes right there kind of seemed like Lafayette was trying to swing it back in their favor.
Yeah, right there, right after I said that, Lafayette's putting on some pressure in the O-zone, but you know, a couple mishaps, the offsides and having to tag up, misaligns your chance to get set up on the offensive end.
Ladue leading in shots right now, 14-11. Attempted one-timer off the face-off, bounced over a stick. Now Lauman down low for Lafayette, looking for options. Centering feet in the skates, bouncing, knocked out of the air. Oh, and Settler got a stick to it, and now there's a battle. They're getting into it now, taking down to the ice, and they both throw their hands up like they did nothing wrong.
I didn't do it.
One guy did fall on the ice.
O'Shaughnessy put his hands up.
That's like the sure sign of I did do it is when you throw your hands up and try to pretend like you didn't.
O'Shaughnessy did kind of like come out from underneath him. The ice did. So I don't know if I've ever said that sentence in my life. But
they're going to let him play. They're not going to call anything.
They had nothing there. Let him play a game
really
like this. Let him play. That's what I say.
He just slipped, and that's why you guy fell on top of him.
Face-off coming to the glove side of Settler now. Steinberge wins it back. Quick shot off the face-off from Basom. Settler barely saw it until the last second and was able to swallow it up.
You know, this was something that I didn't mention in the pregame. In that game against Clayton when Settler was playing, and I got to see it, he was keeping them in that game until very, very late in the game is when he kind of got overwhelmed by Clayton's offense. So I'm not surprised here by Settler's ability in net.
Well, he's certainly settled in now.
Take it away, Jake. We're going to another quick whistle.
Come see Jacob's stand-up comedy at Maryville Hockey Arena.
I get it because he's standing up.
I'm just kind of lost right now.
A little bit of a late change from the Rams. Hey, that's not very nice. Steinberge tries to win it back. Parks, quick shot in the mask. Settler's able to cover it up, and then Levinson takes down a Lancer. And Hunter, you just said it. I think we probably will maybe have a call come out of this one.
I don't think so.
I would say now we got some more. When they've been in front, this was something last time too. When they were in front of Settler, when Clayton was in front of Settler, Ladue was very protective of their goaltender in that game. So I'm not very surprised by any of this today. They are letting them know, hey, you can't come and touch our goalie.
You love protective teammates. It's like an older brother, except you got like 20 of them.
There you go. I've never put it that way. That's a great way to put it. Never heard it put that way. You should coin that term, Jacob.
Look, they always made fun of our goalies, but in the end, you can't hurt them.
Deflected shot from the point from Moore, and Settler had to be ready for it.
It's always like when I was in baseball. I made fun of my pitchers, but I protected them with everything I had.
Vantine down low for the Rams, now in the Lancer end, puts it off the back of the net for Giorgio on the far side corner, cycles it up to Small at the point. It's picked off by Ross. Ross now with a head of steam. 3-on-3. Ross moves around one, gets the puck. Puck comes in a little late after a good stick. Levinson, David Levinson, he's in on the breakaway. Levinson shot, puts it wide. Past the blocker's side. And a hit from Parks on Levinson, a little late. Thomas now. Puck bouncing around still.
Lafayette was offside, sir.
And Lafayette was offsides. Levinson tripped up right in front of the officials, and just like that, Ladue's going right back to the power play.
Gotta watch those sticks.
That momentum that Lafayette was taking.
Immediately squashed right back.
Yep.
Didn't last long.
And now you got to try to fend off another power play, which has been pretty strong so far tonight. 1 for 2, 50%.
Had some good chances in that first one, too.
Yeah, they did. They set up a few grade A chances. But rewarded on the second one, and then they'll try to do it again. 8:03 to go in the second.
And two teams that have really not been defined by their regular season numbers here in this WIC playoff.
Not at all.
Well, you got to imagine Lafayette Center's going to get kicked here. Oh, I forgot, they don't really do that in high school anymore.
Not often. One back, Levinson. At the point now. Looking around, Giorgio now near side circle. Giorgio tries to dish up backdoor to Valentine. Puck still bouncing around center. Oh, and it just goes wide. Battled for in the corner now. One out by Ballant. One-timer Vantine puts it wide from the far side circle. This one's going to roll all the way out. Levinson chasing the puck. Steinberge all over it. Steinberge just chopped him down, and there's going to be no call.
Well, the referee only has 2 set of eyes, and the crowd has about 100, so.
And they forget about that real quick after the good chance on the near side turned away from Settler. Vantine now, far side. Toe drags around one, but forgets the puck, and Steinberge picks it off. He's going to shoot at the length with 1:10 to go on the Ladue power play. Levinson now behind the net. It's a couple on him. Levinson, big hit. Has man in the center ice. He's all alone. Ross gets the puck, and he scores! Ross right to the student section. Lafayette knocks it up at 2 with 7 minutes to go in the second.
I think they're trying to say Ross had it in the hand. But either way, what a forecheck. And able to capitalize as Ross at the Rizzuto got in there. Or Preston Kelly that was, got in there. Beautifully got to that puck, centered it up. And we got a 2-2 hockey game.
And it's 2-2 after the short-handed goal. I might add from Ross. Ladue having a few questions for the referee, and not sure if it was knocked in with a hand or not. I didn't see how it went in. I just saw Ross celebrate after a phenomenal short-handed forecheck by Keller in the near side. And he's all alone. He kind of shot it at Ross.
Keller came in, and he kind of dragged him down. So I wonder if that's the conversation they're trying to have. He dragged down a Ladue defender down by the boards. Levinson down by the boards, and then fired it towards the crease, and that's how Ross was able to get that puck in the net.
A shorthanded, anything that's going to give you momentum will be a shorthanded goal. Tied up on the faceoff was Ballant. Rizzuto still fighting away with them, and brought in by Vanteen on the near side. Looking for options, goes far side to Small, bounces over a stick, but stays in the zone. Small at the point. Levinson acting like the quarterback of this power play right now. Down low to Vanteen on the far side. Centering feed had Giorgio cutting to the net, but it's sticked away. Parks first one to it, and they'll shoot at the length of the ice, and Steinbrugge will be the first one there with a load of time and 30 seconds to go on the Ladue power play. Steinbrugge makes one move, tries to put it back to his man, but Vanteen picks it up, and now comes Vanteen 3-on-3. Vanteen cuts the center ice from the slot, dishes one off to Levinson. Levinson from the slot, shot, turned away. Now up at the point for Small to Giorgio, near side, over, looking for Small, instead it gets to Levinson. Levinson down low to Vanteen. Vanteen back up to Levinson from the circle. Tries to drop it off to Vanteen, was Levinson. Steinberg just backhands at the length, and that'll do it for the Ladue power play.
That's just an excellent penalty kill there by Lafayette, and just to add on top of it, you get yourself a shorthanded goal.
Cross-ice feed from Vanteen to Giorgio. He splits two, but then loses the puck, sticks it away, and Giorgio still on it with Parks. Shoved away. Here comes Lafayette. 4-on-2 if they hurry. Ross with Thomas. Drops it to Thomas. Far side. Wolf shot blocked away. Rebound is still loose. Bell jammed away. They score! Just like that. Lafayette is up 3-2. What a turn of events for the Lancers here. And just like that, 3-2 Lafayette.
So much for that penalty, squashing the momentum. They took that and ran with it, and now they're up 3-2. A beautiful play. Ross takes it in. He knows he's got players with him. He doesn't dish it off. Goes one side. They go to the next. Shot in. Second chance. Able to bury it was Wolf crashing into the net. This game's flipped.
This game has flipped on its head. You came out of the break, you come into the second period, Ladue takes the momentum, and now it's swiftly back into Lafayette's hands. It's in the Lancers' hands, and now you're playing with all of the momentum and all of the confidence in the world after the shorty and the third goal of the night for the Lancers.
Both goals from the Lancers coming a minute and 28 apart to tie it and then take the lead in the second. Battled away at the blue line. Rizzuto chips it out to LaMontagne, who just swings it back for Alton. Brockman's laid. Oh! Brockman's laid out at center ice, and there's going to be a penalty called.
Well, and his bucket's off, so.
That's another bucket loose.
Had contact, 2-10. Hubert's out for a long time now.
Now Hubert's going to sit for 12.
He won't be back until the 8-minute mark of the third.
That's a big loss for Lafayette. Now a big chance for Ladue to get themselves back in this game.
So
it looked high.
It looked like he stood him up at first, and then he kind of just then went through him
the
on
follow
like a second
through.
effort.
It looked like the elbow came up a little bit towards the head on the follow through.
I can tell you what, though, these kids got some serious cage hang if these helmets keep popping off easy.
Strap your helmets, kids. Come on now.
I know the sty is pretty neat, but come on, it's all about safety, not about.
And mom pays a lot for your orthodontics appointments.
That too, yes. And your concussion treatment the next day.
Vanteen down low for the Rams, looking for options. Gives it off to Levinson. David Levinson tries to force a pass to Giorgio, just not taking the easy pass for the Rams. And it's cleared the length of the ice.
Well, we talked about it. They were rushing it a little bit the first time around. They settled down, were able to push it back into their favor, but now it's, again, kind of back to forcing things. Got to settle it down here on the power play.
Vanteen up at the blue line, surveying, looking for options. Down low, Levinson. Back to Vanteen at the top of the far side circle. He's going to pull it back. Minute 20 to go on the power play. Down low to Levinson again. Tang, one-timer over the net. Tang was wide open in the slot. Small, down low in the corner. Tries to feed one to center. Ross picks it off. Ross might have a step. Ross is in on the breakaway, shorthanded again. Ross, backhand, held up. No call. Good defense. Ross is irate.
Yeah, he's complaining to the ref, wanting to hold there.
Vanteen comes at toe drag. Shot turned away by the blocker of Tamaris. Kept in by Ladue. Vanteen now makes one move. Gives himself some more time. Toe drags around another. Stick goes flying. Just a stick lift. He didn't have his stick held too tight.
That's another one there. Coming out of the hands there of Tang. And now the second time now you definitely know he's not holding on to his stick very hard.
Giorgio now for Ladue. As they come in 4-on-3, Giorgio looks to pull up for an option. Instead, cycles it back down low to Vantine on the far side corner. Center, backdoor, wide open, Small, jams away, first shot, second shot, he scores! Small, just like that one, a game tied at 3.
Playoff hockey, baby. Gotta love it.
What a save at first by Tamara, sticking with that puck as it went across the crease. And that's just Small sticking with it. One chance, no. Second chance, no. Third chance, finally. Popped it over the pad. Not much Tamaris can do, and he's able to bury it away.
William Small, defenseman, getting down low on the power play, just pounding away as Tamaris couldn't find the loose puck, eventually finding the back of the net. 3-3 now after the tying goal from Ladue with 3:29 to go in the second. What a game we've had so far.
Playoff hockey, baby.
Oh, quick win on the faceoff. Allen brings it in with the head of steam. Allen, shot, he scores! Oh my goodness! Allen, just like that, it's 4-3 again, Lafayette. What a shot!
If you're wondering what this broadcast table looks like, have you ever seen the Joe Rogan gif from UFC?
Oh!
That's
Are you
exactly
kidding
what
me?
it looks like right now.
Wow. A beautiful face-off play. They wanted to decide, played it back up to him. He was already on the move. He crossed the red line, came across. Just an amazing shot from the top of the circle. He beat him clean. I mean, clean. Settler didn't know how to get ready quick enough. Over the glove side. What a snipe. And they are barking.
Yeah, Allen, after celebrating with his own student section, went down and had a few chirps for Settler, so they don't like that. Allen again, wrist shot. Oh, turned away by the blocker of Settler. Kind of caught him off guard as Allen was looking for a second. Held it at the line, down low. Brewer, first one there for Lafayette, behind his own net. Looking for options at the point, and the play is blown dead.
Net came off again.
Oh, yes, it did. Just on the push from Settler, knocking the net off with 3:02 to go here in the second. Lafayette leads 4-3.
What a second period we've had so far tonight. And I honestly, the second period of the first game that we did on Saturday was much more boring than this.
No, really.
And that still was a good game.
It was a fantastic game.
It was an amazing
There were
game.
opportunities. There's fantastic goaltending in that second period. But tonight you're seeing the fireworks get shot off.
Yeah, and it's something we had never seen before that we saw last game was the parents really getting into it.
Yeah.
Just haven't seen it yet so far, but things keep going this way, you imagine.
Well, officiating's just slightly better, but
slightly more like 1,000 times. One back. Centering feed. Oh. Didn't go through the stick of Brewer. Shot towards the net. Kind of got lost in the skates of Brewer. Brewer tripped up by Levinson a little. He's going to chip it back to center ice. It's going to go all the way into the Lancer end.
yeah, it's going to start sounding like the UFC booth right now here in a second. Just O's and ahs as figurative punches getting thrown here.
Chaitman picks it up behind his own net. Tries to clear it out, but Brewer holds it in at the line, but Levinson picks it right off. Vantine on his backhand now. Has a step on Parks. Gets around him. Vantine tries to center. Giorgio. Oh, kick save from Tamaris. Vantine still that low. Shot. Oh, just though. He had Tamaris beat on the near side, but elevated a little too high. Back in. Vantine still making things happen. Another shot kicked away. Levinson now in the far side corner. Centering. Giorgio. Toe drag. Shot blockered up into the netting by Tamaris. Wow. Chance after chance from both sides in this one.
This is just 5 minutes.
This is Tamaris' game right here. It's his world. We're living in it right now. Oh my gosh, Peter Tamaris, square to everything. He's denying every chance. Quick with the blocker, quick with the glove, quick with the pads. Oh my gosh.
Tamaris standing on his head for the Lancers. They lead 4-3 with 2:08 to go in the second. One back by Basom on the faceoff. Kellen Moore now is trying to start the breakoff. Oh, knocked down by Levinson at the blue line. And he's going to send it right back in. Great play from Levinson. Stopped behind the net by Tamaris. Parks circles it to the far side for Kellen Moore. Moore has two on him. Turns it over. Picked off by Levinson. Levinson has Giorgio. Instead he gets to Vantine in the slot. Vantine had a shot but pulled up. He gets held up a little bit. New bench wants the call. They're not going to get it. Vantine centering feed. How'd that get to Levinson? I don't know. Wrist shot goes wide from the slot. Puck still bouncing away on the near side. And Lafayette chips it out. Small's going to chase after it. No icing with 1:28 to go in the second.
That wasn't a penalty. Vantine just blew a tire trying to do one too many crossovers. Got his feet a little tangled up and blew it out. Got too hard on his edge.
Just unlucky from the very skilled number 7 for the Ladue Rams. Puck's going to come out to him now. It bounces off his stick. It was tipped by him, and it's going to go down low. Picked up by Kellen Moore. Vantine's on him now. Vantine, strong forecheck. Kellen Moore receives some help from Ross. Ross chips it back up. Cross ice. Might have been looking for more. Instead, Wolf's going to chase. Small a little slow to it, and Wolf wins the race. Small now behind his own net. Has 2 on him. Not getting much help. He goes off the boards to Vantine. Vantine chips it around 1. Has steam. 2-on-2. Vantine's got Saganov with him. Toe drag. Vantine, what a move. Shot! Kicked away by Tamaris, and the net comes off.
Vantine went sliding into Tamaris there, and now we're going to get some extracurriculars as Lafayette does not like their goaltender being hit.
Levinson and Ross jarring away, and Moore came in a little late, was looking to clean it up if anything else happened. 45 to go on the third. Shots even at 22. 4-3 in favor of Lafayette on the scoreboard. Face-off coming to the blocker side of Tamaris as Ladue and the officials have a conversation. The puck's going to come out of the Lancer end outside the blue line.
Yeah, it's a lot of people don't know if it is the player that hits the net off without it being intentional, or let's say without help from the other team. Yeah, being pushed in, shoved in, whatever it may be. Then it goes outside of the zone.
Ross makes a couple moves. Puck still in his skates as he battles away in the far side corner now. Ross spins off another. 30 seconds to go now. Ross makes another move down low. Trying for one more pass to Wolf in center. He spins around, shot, and the net comes off again.
Ross is not happy with him.
Irate with the shot
his hands.
from Wolf.
He slapped his stick on the ice. He was not happy. I don't know if it was the shot or the spot or what it was, but whatever it was, he wasn't happy about it.
Clear. Yeah, very clear. Couldn't be more clear if you ask me.
Don't even need glasses for that.
No. Ross will line up across from Levinson to the glove side of Settler. One back by Levinson. Chipped off the glass and back up to center ice to Parks with 15 to go in the second. Cross ice feed to Thomas, who backhands one in deep behind the Ladue cage. Small makes a move, 10 to go. Centering feed. Wolf has it. So that backhands it to Thomas on the near side. Comes to the point for Moore. 4 seconds. Moore's got to shoot if he wants it. Shot. Block. Still in front, and it's kicked away by the stick of Alton. And that's going to do it for a firework-filled second period.
And Ross is going to chirp with Alton, and then Parks is also going to chirp with Alton.
Now they're holding him back. You can't be doing that in playoff hockey. You don't have any space to do that in the playoffs. Until you're down and out, you don't hit anyone like that.
Got to keep your heads, especially with the third period on the way. Don't go anywhere. We'll have it right here when we come back.
Money decisions aren't always easy. That's why Vantage delivers confidence, services, and support to reach your financial goals. With a Vantage checking account, you'll enjoy convenient account access with powerful digital banking and branches across the St. Louis metro. Plus, benefits like 30,000 no-fee ATMs nationwide, cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and shopping discounts. We put you first because Vantage is truly your credit union. Get to know us at vcu.com or a branch in your community. Membership eligibility required. Federally insured by NCUA.
When young athletes get hurt, fast care matters. At WashU Medicine Orthopedics, same-day walk-in care is available for injuries that happen both on and off the ice. With 12 area locations and 4 walk-in clinics, doctors here care for athletes at every level, from peewee to pro. Big hits, hard falls, get expert care, and get back in the game. WashU Medicine Orthopedics, team physicians for the St. Louis Blues, and you. Search WashU Medicine Ortho online. That's WashU Medicine Ortho.
Third period, just about underway. Lafayette leads on the scoreboard 4-3. The third period is brought to you by Benny Kelly Insurance Agency, proudly serving the St. Louis area for more than 75 years. Visit benny-kelly.com for more information.
I'm so excited for this third period. You have no idea.
We have quite the third period waiting for us now. Teams are about to come back to center ice for the face-off. 15 minutes on the clock. Ladue up for Lafayette up 4-3, and they lead 23-22 in the shots department.
Don't forget, Hubert comes back at the 8-minute mark. And he's the one that laid the big hit in that second period that knocked a helmet off. Who was it that he hit super hard? It's all running together. That period was insane.
You remember who took the penalty. You don't remember who the penalty was. Who was the victim?
Right.
Tied off on the face-off. Lafayette wins it, backhanded in deep by Wolf. The third period's underway. Small now. His own end takes a hit. Vantine, he's looking for him. Ross picks it up. Shot from Ross. Settler wasn't quite ready for it, but he saw it the last second and swallowed it up.
He kind of knew where that puck was going. He caught him just right before he shot it. Stayed with that puck and saw it almost the whole way. Was able to stick with that puck. He's been moving very, very well.
Kellen Moore hearing it from the Ladue student section right in front of him. The faceoff's won back by Ladue, and O'Shaughnessy is going to try to force it up the near side. Nothing doing. Centering feed looking for Thomas, goes under a stick. O'Shaughnessy picks it up. Giorgio now tried to stick it away. Kept in by Parks. Glove down by Ross. Tries to go through two, but Levinson gets a good stick there. 3-on-3 for Ladue if they hurry. Vantine now picks it up near side. Vantine, quick shot. Oh, just over the net. And a scratch player on the Lafayette bench throws up his hands like a field goal's good.
Mock Sport. A little bigger.
Just a little bigger. Small now. Giorgio. Cross-ice feed to Vantine. Vantine now from the circle. Vantine, quick shot, blockered away by Tamaris. He had that far side corner. He's really searching for it right now, but Tamaris has the answer.
Tamaris has had the answer for everything right now. I mean, he's been quick to everything. He's been quick to the puck. There's no beating that blocker or glove right now. He's been incredible.
Yeah, since that third goal went in, he has been really locked down in between the pipes.
Vantine circling the face-off circle in the slot now. Vantine, wrist shot off the glove of Tamaris and into the near side corner. Down low, Lamar. Kellen Moore, I should say. Vantine, quick shot, kicked away again by Tamaris. Moore starting the breakout for Lafayette. Shovels one up to Allen, and they come in 2-on-2. Allen's got Brew with him. Allen shoots it towards the net, kicked away with the blocker by Settler. Settler.
Everything but the right one. Don't worry, I do that like all the time. You know that.
Happens to the best of us. I appreciate that.
Every pronunciation but the one that's on the paper.
Oh, trust me, I was trying to figure out how to pronounce who the Cardinals traded for.
Vantine dances around once. Siganov, quick shot, kicked away by Tamaris. Puck still loose. Sorry, Hunter, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Good. That's something that happened, man.
Kellen Moore for Lafayette now gets held up a little bit, still with it in the near side, spins away on the faceoff circle. Backdoor feed. All wide open is Ridgeway. Wrist shot gloved away by Settler. They're still battling, but nothing doing.
But what I was saying was names are hard.
Yes. Incredibly.
Especially with no pronunciation.
Yep.
And that's where we're spoiled when it comes to college.
I will say, though, out of pure respect, I think Scandinavian names are the hardest to say.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of silent, but also pronunciated that you don't know which is which.
There's a lot of consonants that you don't normally see together.
And then there's also a lot of vowels that you don't normally see together.
For example, Sunquist, there's a Q and a V right next to each other, and it's like, what?
Yeah, where does it go? And yeah, I don't know.
It's like the first time you see that name.
A lot of college soccer will do that too.
All picked off by Small at the blue line. Small had a man backdoor, and Sigankov, he's kind of tackled over by Ridgeway. No call. Small battling away in the corner still, and Dean picks it up. Wrapping it around the long. She backhands one. It's chipped forward. No icing. So it's just going to be covered. Late push from Ridgeway. That was dirty. After the whistle, Settler's going to go try and answer. Ridgeway just full-on shoves O'Shaughnessy late into the boards after Settler covers. I won't be surprised if this is more than two.
Can't be doing that. You know the play is over, and luckily he's all right. They might just break the glass here on the Ladue side right now, but man, I mean, that is just a dangerous hit. You know the position they're in. I think it's only going to be...
It's going to be 2 for a rough.
Might just be 2 and a 10 here. I think just a 2 now that I think about it.
I think it's just a 2 for a rough.
Not super... The thing is, though, it's always that thing you have to decipher how far away from the board is it incredibly malicious and dangerous, and It was about the top of the circle, but it's that kind of in between where both players are coasting. You shove him down. There's no intention to stop.
No.
He's going to keep going until the boards.
Ladue with a great chance to get themselves knotted up here. Lafayette had the most of the momentum ever since that phenomenal second period. And now a chance for Ladue. They win it back. Ballant down low. A couple players spill in front of the net. Ballant to Vantine. Not quite to him, so Levinson just has to chop one back behind the net, and Moore's going to be there first off the glass and shoot at the length of the ice. Looks like Vantine's going to be the first one to pick it up for Ladue and take it himself. Goes cross ice now for Ballant. Great cross ice pass from Vantine. Ballant now up to the point. Levinson. Vantine near side. Cross ice. Saucer pass looking for Giorgio. Had him wide open. Just bounced over his stick. Ballant now down low. Back up to Vantine and the hatch marks on the near side. Vantine circling down low. Still looking. Now he's up to the far side hatch. Now in the slot. Looked like he was going to drop one off to Ballant. Kept it himself. And Thomas was all over him, and Vantine had to take it out of the zone.
Good job by Thomas, just sticking to that backside. It's hard not to bite on that.
Vantine now. Near side, down low. Centering feed, one-timer. Blocked away. One by Ross. Ross chips it forward. Has Steinbrugge. Ladue's telling him to come out. Settler. And instead of coming out to play it, he has it roll all the way to him and covers it up with ease.
You don't hate it, but you don't love it. I mean, you kind of wish you'd play that, but in the position he's in, it's probably best for him to cover that puck up. Especially at the high school level, you'd want to see that.
Don't want to turn it over to a guy streaking in front of your defender, and you're 15 feet out of your own net.
A rolling and bouncing puck, too.
Yeah, not one that's easily corrallable.
One back by Ladue, shot from the circle, block, 2-on-2 come the Rams. Tang with the puck, had Vantine back door, instead pulls up and drops it off for Giorgio, 38 to go on the power play. Giorgio, Levinson, down low. Ballant rather to Vantine. Vantine, back door, looking for Giorgio, just put it a little bit in front of him. Giorgio spun away from Keller. Good move. Looking for Vantine again, puts it right behind him. Giorgio and Vantine just seem to be searching for each other. Tang now from the slot. Again, looking for Giorgio backdoor, and it's put in front of him. 16 to go on the power play. Backdoor, Vantine off his stick. Vantine now circling at the blue line. 5 to go. Vantine, wrist shot down low. Easily swallowed up on the near side by Tamaris.
Tamaris is just on his game tonight. He's been square to everything. He's quick to everything. We've talked about it so much. That time, he's just seeing everything through bodies. I mean, there's not like there's having a lot of easy looks. And that time it goes straight through his glove. He's able to cover it up.
Yeah, ever since that third goal by Ladue, he's really turned it on and really been focused back there and searching through the bodies in front of the net and finding the puck and being able to get a blocker, a glove, a stick, anything he can on it to keep it out of the back of the net.
Face off one back by Lafayette, 2-1, and they're back at even strength. Now they killed the penalty rather. Shaughnessy down low. Looking for options, back to O'Shaughnessy at the point. Throws one back down low, looking for Sigankov. It's picked off by Dean. Here's Thomas now, far side. Chips one up, looking for Ross, and it goes behind him. And Ross just has to circle back. Sends it back to Mincher. Thomas sends it right back into the Ladue zone with 9:31 to go in the third. Battling for it. Finally comes up to the blue line in the skates of the official, LaMontagne. Can't get it away from him. And now it's Ross trying to dance through a couple. Ross still with it. Sticked away. Now it comes back to Ross. Once again, into the Ladue end. Makes a couple moves. Threw it towards Thomas, and it still comes out to Ross. Ross off the boards to Parks now on the far side. Parks backhands one down low to Wolf. Cycling it. Small trying to get there first for Ladue, but Thomas wins the race. Centering feed. Oh, it's still loose out in front. Bouncing away, and the net comes off after Settler made a great save on Thomas' back door.
I think you got to give a handout to LaMontagne, and really good job sliding across in front of the crease. He might have got a clean block on that.
Face off coming to the glove side, blocker side rather.
Just about one more minute until Hubert is able to exit the penalty box. Or yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah,
Hubert.
that's right. I was right that time. Math is hard.
Yes, it is.
That's why I never tried to take any more than just like one class in college. Luckily, it worked out.
Same.
I almost failed it.
Confusion on the face-off. Lafayette taking some orders from their head coach, Jim Carrico. I was playing, there was definitely a Carrico that was a player on Lafayette, too. I 100% remember that. He was very good.
I think it's him.
It kind of looks like it might be his dad. Or someone a bit older in the family.
Yeah.
Balance down low.
I'd say it's a good assumption.
Tang bounces off his stick base and whacks it back in, but not deep. Tsiganka. Oh, one-timer. Lauman. Shot, he scores! Just an innocent one-timer from the top of the slot. And just like that, 5-3. Lafayette, and these boards might come down in front of the Lafayette student section.
Oh, just a bouncing pocket popped out, and Lauman kind of caught it on a flutter, and that's why Settler wasn't ready for it. And he was set to the puck. He saw it the full way, but he just kind of went up a little early, dropped it down too quickly, and it goes over his blocker, and now you've doubled the lead.
And you can expect Settler to want to have that one back because he's been so strong. And that one just beat him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, those are always the ones. I mean, it was a good shot. It was well placed, but just with the speed and knowing that any goaltender that's ready and on time will probably make that save. I mean, again, nothing against Settler. It's still a tough shot to make the save on, but it's in the ranks of hardest shots to save and the easiest. That's probably somewhere in the middle. He's going to be hitting himself about that tonight.
Levinson brings in the Lancer in, quickly getting crunch time for Ladue. Giorgio now down low. 8 minutes to go in the third. Shot blocked from the point. Good block from Basom. Takes a slash. But Ladue puts it back in deep. Levinson picked it off, centering, looking for Vanteen. Sticked away by Basom into the neutral zone. And Alton picks it up. Alton goes around Steinbrugge. Tries to take it down low. Alton will circle behind the net now. Takes a couple. Alton's still trying to battle away, but it's won away by Lafayette. They'll just chip it up to Chapman in his own end for Ladue. Trying to clear. Bouncing puck still won't go out. Levinson now puts it up to Vanteen, looking for him on the breakaway. Would have been in on one-on-one with Moore. The puck just goes wide. Chapman now in his own end, off the boards to Small. Now Allen drops it back to Moore in their own end, Lancer end. Over to Parks. Up to Brewer now at the blue line. Tips one, trying to get it in deep. Instead, it just goes right into the Ladue bench. The Mid-States Hockey Playoffs are brought to you by Advantage Credit Union, WashU Medicine Orthopedics, Kenny Reinhold at fineststlouishome.com, and by Ben A. Kelly Insurance Agency. .7:26 to go here in the third, 5-3 in favor of Lafayette over Ladue. And with the play of Tamaris so far, you almost think Ladue's going to get one soon, or it's going to be getting real late, real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's been hard enough to get those three through that they had. And, I mean, just a battle right now of who's kind of been the better goaltender. The shots are pretty even, and right now Tamaris is certainly winning that battle.
Keller, blue line, down the red line now, centering, no one there. Keller still down low. He's going to be the first one to the puck with O'Shaughnessy all over him. Ballant comes in for help, but it's kicked out to Brewer. Brewer down low, up to the point for Hubert, who's back now after serving the 10-2. Goes point to Ridgeway. Bouncing puck still loose in front. Brewer takes a couple shots from Small. Small's got to be careful. He got up high there. And Ridgeway does a good job to hold Brewer back.
Gotta know when those plays are acceptable. And right now it's crunch time for Ladue. It's tight in the playoffs. This is, I mean, I don't know how much of a must-win game this one is right now, but I mean, losing this game makes it even harder for your second time around. So it's every game matters, and if you're not ending up 3-0 at the top of the pool, a loss can really set you back quite a bit, a lot more than people may think.
Quick shot off the face-off, saved away by Settler. Ladue trying to break out, cross ice to Giorgio, puts it a little bit ahead of Vanteen, who had to stick it in on Hubert. Vanteen still all over him, but Hubert spins away. Small now at the point. Tries to throw it back down low. Small still battling away. Has two on him. Spins away. Drops it off to Levinson. Centering. Giorgio shot. Oh, he had the far side corner. And he put it high. Held in by, it bounces over O'Shaughnessy's stick, rather. Long all over him. Cross ice, looking for Levinson, and the puck's going to go all the way down, but no icing. Hubert picks it up behind the net with 6:15 to go in the third. Chapman. Now back to Alton in the Ladue end. Looking to break out. Levinson. Looking for his man Vanteen. Gives it to him, bouncing puck on his backhand. Vanteen's 1-on-5 right now. One against the whole Lafayette team is Vanteen. Still tries to center to nobody. It's picked away by Kellen Moore. Taking a spill was Giorgio on the near side. Still battling away. And Ross comes out with the puck. Takes it behind his own net. Now starts to break out to Parks. Parks to Wolf. Wolf still bouncing away. Vanteen picks it off. Gives it back to Alton. Alton dances away from Thomas. Risky play in his own end, but now he takes it up to the red line. Alton crosses the blue line now. From the circle, shot right into the midsection of Tamaris, who gloved it down with ease. And he covers.
I like that play by Alton after get the glove save. He goes right to the net with speed, gets in his face a little bit.
No spray, though.
Trying to rattle Tamaris, and they just haven't been able to yet. He stayed
Nightmare.
Circle around and scream nightmare, so maybe he'll fold.
Start doing circles around the crease, doing laps.
You got to pull a Sean Avery. That's what you got to do.
5.5 to go. Face-off tied up by Lafayette, but Ladue is able to put it back in deep. And then Lafayette swings it around to the far side for Lauman. They start the breakout 2-on-2. Steinbrugge with it now. Dances around Alton. He just threw his knee at him. He's going to sit for that one as Alton just threw his knee out on Steinbrugge. And there's a bit of a scrum between Giorgio and Basom on the near side, but it's broken up quick. Levinson getting in there as well. Limping back to the bench is Steinbrugge, and that's a dagger for the Rams right there. Alton just sticking his knee out. Can't do that.
I think the officials might talk about this.
Yeah. Knee on knee is considered a very dangerous play.
Bassam chirping the Ladue student section over there.
Yeah, they're going to have a conversation. I think they might just call us for 2 right now, but it's always dangerous when it's a knee on knee. They're going to have the conversation, but the initial call is going to stay that way. It's going to be a 2-minute minor. I'm letting them hear it. I love it.
Ladue chirping at Lafayette. Lafayette just tells them to look up at the score. Timeout called. And just in case you're wondering, we told you earlier it was 5-1 in the Blues game. Now the Predators have stormed back, made it a 1-goal game, 5-4 the Blues lead now.
Blues hockey. Gotta love it.
The timeout was taken by Ladue, it looked like.
Well, it's still a little early here. It's only down by 2. But I like, you had to set up, though, with this penalty kill. And I think that's what they're drawing up right now is they got to set up a really strong penalty kill to close one out. The last thing they can allow is another goal. Because another goal, it's over there. I mean, no doubt about it. And, I thought for a second they just tied it based off some reaction by the players. So I almost lost it there. But they got to draw something up. Anyone talk to your players here because you got to lock down for 2 minutes, and then you got to get ready because you're probably pulling your goaltender.
Yeah, if you're Ladue here, you got to set up a nice, easy structure and try and get cleared, get some shorthanded pressure, send out your 2 best guys that have had some opportunities shorthanded this season especially, and get Settler out of there and just try to hold on for 2 minutes, try and find one to cut the lead in half before you have to eventually do it all over again and try to find the equalizer.
Lafayette looking to dig down and hold strong. Ladue trying to find that magic goal, puts him within 1 more. Now shot had the far side corner, just goes high over the glove of Settler. Get Allen shot from the far side into the midsection, and Settler swallows it up.
And pretty much anything's just going to go towards the net now if you're Lafayette. Create those chances, create the chaos. You never know what can happen. So the biggest thing right now, they're going to test Settler as much as they can. And I think, just an unprecedented one here, 32-28 are the shots right now. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. I mean, just on the paper, you'd think Ladue would be blowing this out. I think we were kind of predicting it, but it's kind of been the track meet, and Lafayette's been on top of it.
2 games so far, Jake, where the unexpected has happened. The underdog's kind of coming out flying.
Something about it on MidStates on KLIS, man.
Well, I want to know how much of a heads up and notice did Settler have to be starting? Because we mentioned that their starting tender Dredge is out sick.
Centering feed, kicked away by Settler. Oh, Ross was all alone in the slot, and Settler just had his pad in the right spot. 3-on-3 shorthanded come the Rams with Vantine. Centering, Tang, and it's swallowed up again by Tamaris. And that puck, there's a battle in the corner. They're throwing hands. Oh, and a really big late hit comes in.
They're still going at
They're
it.
still going. Jake, I'm going to let you read this one off because I can't see.
I can't see anything either.
There's too many bodies.
There's
We're
too many
all
fans on the
standing
glass.
our chairs. See what happens here. They're dragging Vantine out of it.
Oh, they're giving him the wave. They're hyping him up. They're
Over to
saying goodbye.
waving Vantine away.
Vantine and
is
Ross.
not who you
are
want
Parks.
to go sit in the box right now. And Vantine slams his stick. Throws his gloves off.
Frustration boiling over here for the Rams. Something that happened last time too. Last time I saw these guys late in that game against Clayton, the frustration boiled over for them, and it snowballed and it drugged them out of a game when they still had some opportunities left.
Vantine gets 2 for a rough. Same for Quentin Parks. We'll stay 5-on-4 for another minute and 10 with 4:29 to go here in the third. For some reason, they have the power play on the Lafayette side, or on the Ladue side for the scoreboard. But
It's still 5-on-4. They're coincidental roughings.
Jake looks a little like a little kid
but,
right now.
Dude,
He's all giddy.
Oh, you don't put it up if it's coincidental.
Oh, yeah. Well,
You played hockey, dude.
I actually just read the word backwards. Ross dances in. Ross now still down low as the Lafayette student section still chants away. More slot, wrist shot, blockered away by Settler. Near side now for Thomas. Backhanding one down low. Small picks it up, puts it in the near boards. Giorgio's the threat now for this penalty kill. Parks, quick shot. Ross rather turned away by the shoulder of Settler, and he covers.
Oh, it's inside of his shoulder.
Just closed the arm, chicken winged it quick enough.
Lafayette fans
I
just
think they're just slowly inching closer over to the center,
They
just
are.
waiting until finally they collide. And I
Yes,
think they
they
have
are.
a good median right now, but until I don't know how much longer that's going to last.
They are significantly further down than they were earlier in the game.
They're getting over into the middle section now.
Yeah.
They're
Lafayette can't get off the ice right now.
That's what I was gonna say.
They're
Ballant.
right out in front of those doors.
Ballant dances around one. He's in 1-on-3, shorthanded. Takes it to the near side. Circles down low. Ballant faked like he was going to try to cut to the net. Looking for options now. Spins away from another. Puts one through the legs, and he's finally tied up by Moore, but it's put right back to him. Ballant spins away from another. Then Moore's there to clean the puck up. Great effort from Ballant, shorthanded. Allen now, 3-on-3. 3 seconds to go. Even strength now as Wolf just fires one wide. Alton's back. And it's 2-on-3 for Ladue. Trying to find Sigankov was Ballant, but it was picked off. And Lafayette will come back the other way with Moore. Moore looking for options. Almost got it stolen away from Sigankov. Here comes Allen with a head of steam. Tries to dance around O'Shaughnessy. Allen hits him from behind. Nothing there. Chipped out by Levinson. Tried to get around a couple, but just chipped back by Ridgway. Here comes Wolf. Wolf hit once, hit twice by Tang. O'Shaughnessy now shoots one at Alton off the board. Rough pass to handle, and Tang now picks it up.
They've got to get the puck out and get possession as the Predators just tied it up.
Yes, they do.
And they got to get it up because now you're looking at this is pulling the goalie territory. 2.5 to go, down by 2.
They're looking for an interference call, but they're not going to get it.
No.
Blues hockey, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not Blues hockey. That was in this.
Oh yeah, no, I was just talking about the other one. I didn't get that last. I got to get that last liner in. You always got to talk about it. They just blew a 4-goal lead.
Well, yeah. They've
Getting
done
late.
it this year before.
Getting super late for Ladue now. 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go. They're still battling away in the Lancer, and Tang makes a couple moves, loses the puck into the corner, tries to drop it off for Giorgio and completely misses him. Now it's Basom. Basom gets the red line, puts it in deep as Brockman gives him a shove into the boards. He gives one back.
If I'm Ladue, I'm getting a whistle right now because then you can get your best player out of the box.
Yeah, ice it something, just anything to get a whistle. This one should go the length for an icing. And you wonder now with a minute 46 and Vantine coming back,
He's
Settler
going straight
coming out of the net.
He's going straight to the faceoff spot.
You've got to imagine.
Is Settler going to come? They're telling him to stay. Yep, they're going to pull him.
Yeah, I mean, you can't not take him right out with it. I mean, it's a little bit different if it's 3 minutes. You're trying to wait till you have possession, but minute 46 to go, 2 goals, you pull them right away.
And you have it in the offensive zone.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to pull your goalie there.
And Settler very frustrated going to the bench, slammed his stick and was shaking his head. Now, I'm assuming that's not with the call, just with the performance he feel like he had, but he's had a really good night so far. Lafayette tries to clear off the glass, and instead it goes right into their bench, and we'll do it again from the blocker side of Tamaris.
He's stopped 29 of 34 shots. And when you get that many on net and you weren't necessarily expecting it opening the day,
can't blame him.
A lot of loose bouncing pucks out in front of them, too, they couldn't do anything about. Just 2 really good shots.
Baseball goal behind him.
Yeah.
That happens.
Ooh, almost another knee on knee as it's fed forward. Here's Brewer with the empty net, and he ices it. Brewer comes down, seals the deal for Lafayette. 1:32 to go in the third, and they're up 6-3. Hello, student section, here they come.
Lafayette is bringing down the house over there on the near side boards.
Oh, they're cheering him. Yeah, who goes over to what side? Who goes over to what side right now?
I'm looking at 2 Ladue students right now chirping heavily at Lafayette. And what can you do? You're down by 3, 6-3, and I don't know what else you can really say.
One of them's waving them on.
They're just leaving. They're leaving the building right now. It's a 6-3 game.
That's the smart way to do it. Not really the way you're allowed to leave, though.
Nope, they're going in between the locker. Yeah, let's get a cop down there, please.
Parking lot.
Face off one, Alton spins it around. Rizzuto battling away. Here comes Parks, 1:23 to go. Chips it into the Ladue end. Chapman now. Alton first one there. Swings it all the way down. It's not going to have the legs from the snow. Sigankov chasing after it. First one there. Tries to pull off and make a move on Parks. Few pushes thrown. Minute and 5 to go now.
And at this point in the game, if you're Ladue, you just can't do anything stupid to get yourself thrown out for next week.
Centering feed looking
next game.
Exactly. Center feed looking for LaMontagne. Bounced over a stick. He was there back door. Here comes Lafayette, closed off by Long.
They are barking at him in the tunnel right now. They're waving him goodbye.
Wow.
The entire Ladue section is gone.
That's how you avoid confrontation right there.
Yeah, leave early.
Oh, they're running out. They're running out after.
They got to let him know.
They got to let him know. 30 to go. Still battling away. We still got a game to talk about here for another 25 seconds. Chipped in deep by Keller. Wolf will chase. Alton will be the first one there. Wolf kind of pins him into the boards. Here comes Long. Alton just throws a high hit on Long. Alton coming out. He'll throw another hit. 12 to go. Ladue trying to get it out. Long on the strong forecheck. LaMontagne shoots it the length of the ice. Bounces over a stick. They're going to wave off the icing. 3, 2, and 1. And Lafayette wins this one 6-3. And they're going right to the student section to celebrate. They're 2-0 in the WIC. Ladue is 1-1 after an absolute heartbreaker as Lafayette comes out the underdog and just takes it to the Rams and beats them 6-3.
I mean, the past 2 games, 14 over the 3, the 8 over the 1. Could you predict this coming on these past 2 games? And what a game by Lafayette. I mean, they just locked them down. They controlled that first line across the board. Tamaris with a game of his life. I mean, just incredible stuff. Lafayette played it very well. I just had a feeling it didn't matter. Whatever they were, Lafayette was coming off on a big swing, and they were going to take it to him.
Yeah, Lafayette had the energy tonight. There was a little bit of a lull, right? Ladue stormed back into it and took the lead and took the momentum. And then ever since that point, ever since we said, hey, Ladue's got the momentum, it swung viciously back into Lafayette's favor, and it stayed there the rest of the night.
I mean, that penalty kill especially, I mean, we were just talking about, we thought that penalty they took to squash the momentum they have, and then they go right back. They score the shorthanded goal, and then they score even strength to take the lead, all within less than 2 minutes of each other, and just what a game across the board for Lafayette. What a second period we had. I mean, in just to put it in, what a game we had tonight just between the two teams. And there's still a lot of positives for Ladue. They just weren't able to get it done here tonight. 5-3 final score and just an incredible upset. Or 6-3, excuse me, final score for just an incredible game. I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, it's just what a fantastic game. It's hard to put into words just how great that game was.
And you said it best there, Jake. What a back and forth game in Lafayette. What a huge win for them to go on. We said earlier, at the end of the last game we had, from the first minute, we thought that one was going to be a barn burner. This one
was a barn burner.
So this one might have took
burned
the title.
the house down for sure. I'll tell you that much.
I can't wait until next week.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, just want to remind you, this Mid-States playoff hockey game has been brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Wash U Medicine Orthopedics, Kenny Reinhold at FindUsSt.LouisHome.com, and by the Ben A. Kelly Insurance Agency. If you're wondering about that next game that we were just talking about, our next Mid-States playoff broadcast will be next Monday night, February 9th, featuring St. Dominic in Priory with a pregame at 6:20 and a puck drop at 6:30 on YouTube and 590 KLIS.
And Priory just got a 5-2 win over Eureka, so they're 1-0 in their pool there. So it'll be a nice look as they take on St. Dominic. All right, I can't remember. You gotta give me the score, man. It's a lot of digging here. Try and find St. Dominic's score.
We're doing the same thing here, brother. I'm digging as
Gotta
well.
find it. We gotta find it.
Digging as well. Who's gonna find it
Or
first?
they might. I don't think they have played yet. Now that I think about it, I don't think they
I
have.
think it might be right here.
St. Dominic is going to be in their first game here, and a 1-0 against a 1-0 Priory, and yeah, they have not played just yet. So 1-0 Priory against a fresh St. Dominic team. That's going to be two teams that they're going to have different looks to come into it. Tell you that much. Are you kidding me?
The Blues are losing 6-5.
You have
You can't do
got.
anything but laugh.
Five unanswered for the Blues.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say anymore.
There's nothing else you can do
I
but laugh.
really don't know what to say anymore. Well, a 4-against-12 matchup next week, so looking forward to that.
Well, while we go sulk after the Blues just blew that 5-1 lead, let 5 unanswered go in. We hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as we did. What a game we had so far. So for Hunter Mulholland, for Jacob Stonick, for Daniel Hinkamp, we're saying so long from the Maryville University Hockey Center.